Minister for Sport and Recreation and the Member for Vaucluse.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. On Sunday the 15th of September, I was proud to take part in the Eastern Suburbs Suicide Prevention Network's Suicide Prevention Walk at Rose Bay in my electorate of Vaucluse. The walk helps raise community awareness about suicide and encourages important prevention efforts in our local area. I would like to acknowledge the important work of the Eastern Sydney Suicide Prevention Network and thank EWSPN for its ongoing work in raising community awareness about suicide and the associated support services and assistance they make available in the eastern suburbs of Sydney. According to recent statistics from the Australian Bureau of Statistics, over 2,300 Australians die by suicide a year. Lifeline estimates that around 240 people make a suicide plan every day, and this is an overwhelmingly distressing reality. People considering suicide often feel isolated and alone, and they may feel that no one can help them or understand them. Likewise, it's very distressing to realise that someone close to you may be considering suicide and feel powerless to change that. Most people who consider suicide get through that crisis. Family, friends, professionals and organisations like EWSPN can make a big difference in helping people stay safe and to choose life. A major aim of the EWSPN is to help improve recognition of those who are at risk of suicide and also provide community education to reduce the stigma of suicide. They provide the support and help people who may be at great need in the times of crisis. The EWSPN's membership is made up of community volunteers as well as representatives from a variety of community and faith organisations. I would like to pay tribute in particular to Reverend Michael Palmer, who is the chair of EWSPN, Rose Bay Police Local Area Command, Rotary Rose Bay, who provided a terrific barbecue lunch after the walk, including Hugh Clark, John Lennox and Philip Snyder, Isabel Shapiro OAM, member of EWSPN and former councillor and mayor of Woollahra Council, Leon Goldsman, Waverley councillor and member of EWSPN, and Miss Paula Story, who's treasurer of EWSPN. There are many others, including community volunteer Bruce Bland from the Rose Bay Good Neighbourhood Group. I'd also like to pay tribute to Diane Gadden. Diane has been a tireless advocate for the suicide prevention after experiencing her own very personal loss of a loved one. In particular, Diane has taken an active lead on initiatives at the Gap Park in my electorate of Vaucluse, helping to prevent suicide at South Head. On this walk, Diane was representing the Black Dog Institute, a leader in the diagnosis, treatment and prevention of mood disorders such as depression and bipolar disorder. The Black Dog Institute, together with Woollahra Council and Lifeline, have also played a major role in the ongoing improvements and upgrades at the Gap Park. In June last year, I was pleased to announce $500,000 in New South Wales Government funding under the Metropolitan Green Space Program for the Gap Park Coastal Pathway to improve the safety and the amenity of that area. We know that making Gap Park more open, accessible and attractive complements the self-harm minimisation measures already in place. When talking about local suicide prevention efforts in my electorate, it is most fitting to take a moment to remember and pay tribute, as I did in May 2012, to the late Donald Taylor Ritchie OAM, who passed away last year. Mr Ritchie became known to many as the Angel of the Gap, keeping watch and reaching out to people attempting suicide at the cliff at Gap Park, which was opposite his home on Old South Head Road for over 50 years. Mr Ritchie was a guardian angel to many people, reaching out to the most vulnerable in our community and coaxing them back to safety and inviting them back to his home for a cup of tea and a chat. Let's never forget what Mr Ritchie so graciously taught us and lived every day, and that was that a smile and a greeting can make all the difference to someone in need. In this year, the Don Ritchie Grove was opened in Watsons Bay, a fitting and moving memorial for Mr Ritchie. I wish to compliment Woollahra councillors and staff for their commitment to delivering this wonderful space. I, along with the New South Wales Government more broadly, remain committed to providing ongoing support and assistance to local authorities, organisations and Woollahra Council to help maintain and improve the safety of Gap Park. Once again, I would like to thank and congratulate the EWSPN for their ongoing and significant role that they play in my local community. I commend my private member's statement to the House.